Okay, so welcome back to part 2 of Talking Ambition, the fitness show that's been brought to you by the team at Ambition Fitness. I want to welcome to the stage or to the panel our guest, Ella Swierczek.
Hi guys. Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's great to have you part of the show. So Ella, as we announced during the very, very beginning of the show, is a fitness competitor and a fitness model. So I've seen some of the work you did with, what's that guy's name? Scott something.
King, yeah.
Yeah, those were some real emotional looking pictures, right? That was.
You know what? I've never done it before. It was my first time. After one of the competitions, he offered me to have a photo shoot with him, and it was good experience. Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, wicked. Yeah, it looked genuine. It looked like he was into the guy. So yeah, it was good. It was a good look. It was a good look. Okay, so cool. Listen, what we want to talk about, we want to kind of try and keep this reasonably fast paced. What do you reckon, Amo? Is that really the way? Okay, cool. So I think what I want to talk about is obviously the fact that you're a fitness competitor. You do the whole thing where you get in peak condition, you step onto that stage looking like, do you know what I mean, out of this world. Yeah. So I just want to find out, like, what is your training regime like when you know you're about to enter a competition? So talk to us about 12 weeks out from stepping onto that stage. What is your life like and your training regime?
It's hectic. It's really busy. Obviously, I wake up early in the morning. Mm-hmm. You've got your cardio plus diet. Diet is the worst, I think, for any competitor. Yeah. It's just your mindset, but obviously with the diet and right exercises, you just go through the 12 weeks and then you step on the stage.
Okay, so talk to me. What time does your day start?
Pretty much 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 o'clock,
breakfast, as probably everyone, porridge.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
cool.
the famous one.
Yeah.
Then go to the gym, our cardio, go back, another, couple meals in between. Yeah. Go back to the weights training. So
how many meals a day are you eating?
6.
6 meals, okay.
6 meals a day, wow. And what do those meals consist of?
Obviously, they're based on low carbs and high protein. So
okay, you guys do the low carb, high protein. Yeah. One time I watched a program with Jodie Marsh, and I don't know, she was becoming a bodybuilder. Yeah. And then she did was she had a day where she said, I'm gonna put loads of carbs. She was just carb. What the hell was that for?
To be honest with you, everyone have different methods and different routines and stuff. The one works for me is low carbs. Obviously, after carbs, I feel really full, which make me a bit uncomfortable. So I'd rather keep my carbs a bit on a lower level.
And the stripping down process is kind of similar to boxers stripping down. You guys make weight you guys is more not similar, but a lot more extreme. You guys strip everything from you.
Yeah. Well, my body fat towards competitions, I'm meeting probably 8%. 8-9, anything between 8-9% body fat on a day of competition.
Wow. Okay.
Normally I'm probably 15, 16.
Okay.
So that's half.
So you're shredded, yeah? Shredded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really never question that's on guys' minds. You're in the gym, you're working out. Obviously, if you can see, run through some of the pictures of Ella's physique. Running through the pictures there.
I like that one.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you're gonna get a lot of guys. You're gonna get a lot of guys who probably maybe feel slightly maybe intimidated if you're in the gym. Do you ever get that?
Yeah. All the time.
All the time as well. Yeah.
Yeah. On the night out. Well, when I go on the night out, then.
And then you obviously get the odd brave one who actually thinks he could try it with you. Maybe the odd slimmer guy who hasn't got big massive muscles. Does he? We want to know. Does he stand a chance?
No, he doesn't stand a chance.
Not even if he had a hot. He was like a hot boxer. Had a 6-pack. He's quite slim.
I've never dated boxers.
Okay.
We could change that maybe. Yeah, we could change that.
Yeah, maybe one day.
So make you famous, baby.
So you only basically go out with guys that similar to yourself then.
Fitness guys, yeah. It would be a bit awkward seeing a girl looking better than a guy. So people, they would think, what the hell?
I believe that as well, because someone else had a joke like that and they say opposites attract. I don't believe in that.
I don't know. I've seen both examples. I've seen obviously when you get a couple together who look like they really take care of themselves, and also I've seen the opposite end where it's like, it doesn't seem to be logical, but okay. At least we know where Ella's coming from, yeah? So Ella's looking for that guy who's super hench, who got the 6-pack and all that, yeah? And who's waking up at 7 eating porridge first thing in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
If you're thinking about it, guys, get your ass to the gym and start pumping some big ass weights.
All right, so look, outside of competition time, or even when you are in that build up, that 12-week build up, I'm assuming at some stage you must have a cheat meal, right?
Yeah, every Sunday happens to be, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what's your favorite cheat meal?
Nando's.
Nando's.
Okay.
It's still, really cheating, you know what? It's it's still good. Yeah, it's still good, but.
What do you have?
Butterfly chicken.
Butterfly chicken. Yeah. That's still not cheating.
I know it is still with normal fries, I would say, and there's a pudding with it.
Oh, pudding too, eh? I didn't even know Nando's sold pudding.
So you
no, they do like yogurt or something.
So you got your big muscular guy who you're attracted to. Yeah. He takes you out and he says, "I want to take you to Nando's." Do you go to Nando's or say this guy's taking the piss?
I don't mind. To be honest with you, I'm easygoing. So.
Do you pay? Do you pay or does he have to pay?
Or halves?
I don't know. You know, it's depend. I think it's depend, but I would let him pay, or I don't mind paying. So.
Yeah, that's decent. Still, that's decent.
Wicked. I think this is the time of the program where we go to testing the knowledge. Testing the knowledge are in the field of Ella Swierczek. I can actually say it now. Last time I couldn't pronounce it.
I love it. You're doing well.
Swierczek,
you're doing well.
Making progress.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to talk in people's.
What about you?
Ella Swierczek.
All right. Yeah,
sounds good. Or pretty eyes. I like pretty eyes.
That's got really nice eyes. Very nice. Yeah.
Green.
Yeah.
Look into my eyes.
To match the tongue ring, right? So you got the green, I like that. The jump
green,
off.
The
set.
Yeah, all right.
The set.
Move on.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be back in a minute where we'll be testing the knowledge with Ella Swierczek. We'll see you in a sec. Okay, welcome back to Test the Knowledge with our guest Ella Swierczek. So basically, this is the section of the show where we ask the guests 4 questions that will be followed by something else that Amo's going to do after. And the guest has to get, of course, as many of the questions right as they can. It's probably worth highlighting that Ella is actually sponsored by Ambision Fitness. So no pressure, but obviously if she doesn't do well, we might have to reconsider our sponsorship because, we're putting our money where our mouth is. So basically,
part of the deal?
Hey, easy enough. You need to show and prove right now. So without further ado, let's do the first question. Okay. So name 3 sources of protein.
Okay, cool. You've got chicken, eggs, and favorite to everyone probably broccoli. Okay,
good. So we're gonna give you that. So I've got eggs, meat,
you can have rice as well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like so cool. Okay, you get that. Next question. Yeah. How many muscles make up the glutes?
I think it's 3. It's maximus, minimus, and medius.
Okay, decent. Yeah. So you got that right. An extra bonus point for getting the 3 different. And we've seen your glutes, so we can tell you know a lot about them. And they look like they've been well worked. Okay, what's the difference between a bikini model and a physique model?
Okay, well, it's few differences. I'd say it's the body fat, muscle definition, and in general, the body shape. Obviously, physique, it's going to be broad in the shoulders, small waist and really defined body, where bikinis, it doesn't show that really defined muscle definition. So it's that sexy look.
Okay, you got that right. Okay.
I was going to say something stupid then. I was going to say
go on.
One wears a bikini, but they both wear bikinis.
Yeah, they both wear the bikinis. They both. But basically, one just looks, I guess, a bit more shredded. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Toned,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So at the moment, you're 3 for 3, so you're doing decent. All right. So next question: trapezius muscles are located where on the body?
Ooh.
So traps.
Oh, traps.
I know the answer to that one.
Oh no! So I made that easy, right? By abbreviating to trap. Jeez. Okay, so
just ask another one.
So no. So where in the body is that? Because you just obviously pointed, but
right. It's basically it's behind your neck, which is just right here.
Is it? So what's
there
the word for that area of your body?
No.
You don't get the point. You don't get the point for that one.
What do you mean? I just showed
like
you.
The actual answer is shoulders. Yeah. I think she just wanted to either get a bit of skin out or show us her tattoo, but you didn't get the point for that question, innit?
Come on.
Kind of like,
I know. I didn't know whether to like answer the question or to lean back. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, moving on.
I did show you that.
No, it's cool. And for my wife at home, obviously this is just all jokes. Like I'm not doing anything inappropriate, babe. It's all love. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to Amo, who's gonna take you through the question featuring Nightmare Nibs, our correspondent out in the street.
What do you think is the best fluid to drink when training?
Okay, what do you think his answer was?
Right, during exercise. Well, I would.
What kind of guy does he? Did you reckon he understands fitness? Is he like?
He looks like a doctor, I reckon.
He looks kind of.
Well, he's got cycling helmet, so he does lots of cycling, I reckon. So I would say he's drinking water.
He's got to drink, but he might be someone who just thinks, okay, I'm riding a bike, but I don't, I might need to drink protein shake.
Yeah, protein shake is typical post-workout, so I would probably say, fingers crossed, he'll say water.
Will you go for water?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Are you going to stick with that? Are you staying?
Fingers crossed. Yeah, okay, water.
Go for it. And the answer is?
Water. That's a good answer, water. Back to you in the studio.
Bingo, yeah, water. Yeah, decent.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Don't look stupid, does he? He looks like he's a bit switched on.
He looked like a doctor, man. Look at a doctor.
Yeah.
All right, so look, thank you guys for tuning in. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been part of today's episode. I want to thank our beautiful guest, Ella Swierczek.
Thank you.
Ambision's fitness sponsored model fitness competitor. So thanks so much.
First sponsored athlete.
Yeah. So you didn't do too bad on the questions. So I think we'll keep that funding running for a little bit longer. I want to say big up to my co-host Amo.
Yo, there's a big respect for me and a big sign out for me and all the guests that was on today. And wow, this is like our first show together, and I think it went well.
Yeah. The chemistry seemed to be firing.
Yeah, I just want to say massive thank you to you guys and to Ambition and to another person, House. Massive shout out to House. So,
good, man.
Yeah.
So you're thankful, yeah?
Yeah, massively.
You should be. So yeah, listen, I just want to say big up to everyone in the studio. Big up to Ethan, the baby knowledge. You know what I mean? Definitely one of the biggest personalities on the show. Yeah. Big up to House and Nightmare Nibs, co-founders of Ambition Fitness behind the scenes. Want to say a big up to Rebel TV, to Dwayne, Chris, Callum, everybody who's been part of this show. And thank you very much for all the feedback that we've got last time. Really enjoyed everybody's kind of points of view, and we're trying to introduce new things that people are suggesting. So one of the first things that we've changed is the mics and stuff. So yeah, big up everybody. Keep the comments coming, and we'll see you next time. Respect. One.
Peace.
Cheers.